So Foxy's obviously with us today. Foxy, I want to do just what Foxy does. Foxy's always had the biggest traps in the Welsh team, so I need to know how to get those. So I just throw it to you, Fox. You can do an upper body your style.
Yeah.
If you're going to do an uppers and you wandered into the gym, I'll have to start with 5 minutes of shoulder prehabs. I have to. But what would you still do all that stuff prehab still? Because you did a lot of it as a player, didn't you?
Yeah, do a lot of mobility and make sure like you're warm and get the traps going, get the scaps going. And
so you do upper mobility as well, like
yeah.
The old habits die hard.
Yeah,
Says, I always say to the boys, I'm always doing shoulder mobility prehab. It's just drilled into you.
You just go for a little red band and get moving. It's a natural thing. And then I would do dumbbell bench.
Nice. Here we
with
go then.
3 different heights. So you start off at high incline.
Here we go. It's nice to mix it up a bit.
And then a flat.
Okay, so we start high and then dumbbell bench. Okay.
6 reps on each then.
Okay, so we'll go
Decent bit of volume.
Okay,
and then
so
I'd do vertical seated shoulder press.
Yeah, okay, nice.
In the rack.
We can do that. Like with a barbell, is it?
With a barbell, yeah, that's it.
There we are, lovely.
And then we'll do either chins or a lat pull down.
We can do lat pull down with that then.
Yeah.
We just sit on the floor and do it, do you know what I mean? So
happy days. And then we'll go a kneel-in single arm row.
Lovely.
And then we'll attack a chest again then. We'll go cable flies.
Ooh, filthy. We can do cable flies. We did that one where we put it in between the two and then we'll drag it out a bit. But yeah, it's a nice mix of like strengthy stuff and like a bit of bodybuilder as well. Lovely. We can always add some pipes at the end if we feel like it.
Yeah, sounds perfect.
Or pipes are non-negotiable.
Always.
Okay,
Always.
here we go.
Always.
Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
Who am I kidding? What's your favourite pipes then? It's sort of anything in it really.
I'm into the moment of that, you know, a lot of people talking about on a slight incline.
Yeah.
Just getting that full, everyone's talking about that full range.
Yeah, getting that extended range of motion.
Yeah, so
cool.
I'll put that in some triceps.
What do we call them? Like just incline curl?
Yeah,
incline curl. Incline curl. And then what's your favourite triceps, Fox?
I like exercise. John Ashby told me.
Yeah. Ashby does stuff with gas, he sees.
Yeah, what did he call it? Praying to the tricep gods. Yeah. I don't know, I don't want to explain it, but I'll show you it later.
Right, okay, I'll pop this up. We'll stick in the gym, we'll get going. It's good you've stayed active, but when I finished then, I kind of didn't do any mobility for about 2 years. And with my shoulder problems, I was training, so I was going heavy on bench, and then I suddenly just my shoulder mobility just went. And then I was getting a boatload of pain. I couldn't swim, so I couldn't do front crawls. So I reckon I've done I got quoted 12 grand for shoulder op. I told my brother about it. He's like, mate, you just need to do hammer mobility.
Yeah.
So I reckon now my shoulders got back to a reasonable function, but it's taken it probably took 2 years.
Have you ever done much yoga?
No, but I've started incorporating that into my mobility. I kind of say is yoga's like glorified mobility, isn't it? Really. So I've started been much more strict on that because otherwise my shoulders are just going to go to pot, you know.
Most days I'm going to be wanting to do either a weight or cardio stuff. I wouldn't. So yoga would come if
I know you mean.
If I've got a quiet week and I'm not.
Yeah, I go weights, cardio, mobility. I do a little bit of mobility every session, but a designated mobility session would come lower down the pecking order. I just do 5 minutes start the sesh.
Yeah.
What's a week look like for you then, training wise, on average, or is it very different now? Because you're obviously
It varies, but I think training is going to be a part of my life.
Always will be.
I love training. I think I enjoy that physical exertion. I think it makes me a better person.
It does.
And I can
it does.
There's people are talking about I'm not just going to the gym to work out. I'm going to clean my head.
Oh man, 100%. It's therapy. It's therapeutic, the gym.
Look, my wife Lou is I can tell you've been to the gym. You're in a good mood.
Race is exactly the same. It was when's the last time you trained? I'm say if it's today Wednesday, but Sunday she's just go in the garage. Just get in the garage.
Off you go. I would say I train probably across 7 days, maybe train 5 times, maybe.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, maybe.
And what would you do with those 5? 3 weights, 2 cardio?
Probably 1 good leg session, 2 good uppers. And then I like doing some barbell complex works now.
Nice, yeah.
With some...
So a bit blowy.
Yeah, and then a longer cardio blow then. Because in rugby, you don't do longer cardio stuff.
No.
Or the rowing, I'm getting into rowing now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I like trying to get better at things I was never really good at. So
Well, you probably, well, you definitely would have been. You're still fit, obviously, but your USP would have been strength and power.
Yeah.
As a player, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean?
like my strengths in the gym. I was always good at Olympic lifting, and I was always like quick-ish.
Yeah.
You were deceptively quick.
You were quick. Don't put yourself down. Yeah.
Well, someone used to first called me like the fastest prop in world rugby.
I remember people would watch you when you were like, obviously coming through in your pomp. You make a line break. I don't think people expected you to have the wheels that you did. Then you'd finish it off because you would be able to blag it on the wing if you had to. You were a sub 5 40 metre guy, weren't you?
Yeah, I was, but I wouldn't blag it on the wing.
What would have been your 40 metre best time, like back in the day?
I don't know. I think maybe under 5.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think that, like when we were coming through, and we still get it, like with like young guys coming through now, they almost think like your testing numbers define you as a player. And the older you get, the more you realise, like it's nice to have good test scores, but there's a lot of guys who are amazing players who don't have good test scores, you know? So it's like, yeah, all right, you know, it's nice to have, but it's not, we get asked all the time, what you bench and what you this, and we're like, well, don't really test bench press, do you know what I mean? It's not really important.
Yeah. It's always that ego thing and like a bit of banter in the gym. But I remember, I think it was one of my first campaigns with Wales, and I'd be squatting heavy, maybe I think 220 or something like that. And I think one of the senior players was playing. He's like,
"What are you doing that for?"
Yeah, that doesn't count on a Saturday.
I was the same. I remember the same.
I remember Martin Williams, Nugget, said to me once. He goes, "Foxy, champagne doesn't get handed out on a Tuesday."
Yes,
and that stuck with me.
True with it.
Like, do what you need to do to prepare for a game, but like Saturday is your time to shine as well.
Yeah.
You have to physically prepare yourself for it, and it was throughout my whole career. It was always, my prep was important to me, but you get judged on what your performance was on Saturday, not what you can do in the gym. So that was a great bit of advice from Martin.
That gym culture and that whole size, strength, power was like drilled into us so bad, wasn't it? Like, not bad in a bad way. Like, it was though. Like,
I think looking back at it since retiring is like, right, what would I have changed across my career that would have potentially made me a better player? The gym stuff and the physical preparation did get me in a place ready to play senior rugby, but I think I would have emphasised more on like the skill stuff as well.
Sure, that was, we did put a quick Q&A box on our socials. To be like, right, Foxy's coming in, ask what you want. And I think I know the answer to it. And one of them was, what did he have to work on the hardest from when he was young to when you finished?
Yeah.
So because you're kind of touching on it now, what did you have to focus on most? So you come through, you're 110 kilo, rapid, powerful, cleaning, squatting, big weights. But what did, like, when you got to senior level, what was the thing which you realised, oh, I got to practice more of this to be a top?
It's probably the skills stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think, because it wasn't maybe emphasised as much.
Yeah.
I used to think, right, training finished, and that was it. I was done on the rugby side. But before the World Cup camps in 2011, Rob Howley and Neil Jenkins sat me down, and they went hard at me, saying like, your extras, you're not doing enough skills after training. Yes, training's finished, but that then starts on your own personal development. And I'd focus like on passing, my kicking, and even like tackling with Sean. You don't touch the ball enough in this session. Yeah. You don't kick the ball enough, so you have to then have like 10, 15 minutes after a session to really, and that was every session. You always try and do something. Like the group of players that came through with us, people like Lee Halfpenny, Alan Wynne, Ken, like they'd always be working constantly on trying to improve.
Extras,
and that's why these boys have had like 15 to 20 year careers, because they've formed a habit in their ways of preparing themselves for a game.
I don't know if you remember, there was like the 13 Lions tour, when there was obviously a lot of us on it. I remember one of the first sessions when we were out in Ireland, and session finished, and we had this extras mentality on about, and I can't remember which Irish player it was, but session finished, and like we didn't think, but Welsh boys just stayed back and just did extras, and remember all the other lads just left the field, and I can't remember who it was, the Irish lads, but one of them went, what are you boys all doing? We're like, oh, we just do like 10, 15 minutes just of our own like individual development every sesh. Like, it's just kind of normal. And then by like week 2 of the tour, sessions would finish and everybody would stay back because the Welsh lads were kind of, and I was always quite proud of that because I think we had a good culture of like improving, do you know what I mean? Never just chilling out and resting on your laurels, you know?
And I think we knew the importance of it. I think it was like everyone just bought into it, and that's where our success came from, really, because those sort of things, we held ourselves accountable as well.
Yeah.
Because they track everything. They didn't appreciate they'd film you doing your extras.
Yeah, they filmed extras.
So when you were like messing around and stuff like that, doing some silly kicks or whatnot, they'd be they've actually videoed you.
I remember.
So yes, it'd be like 6 of that height, and then you go down 1 to maybe there,
and then down to flat.
Down to flat.
Yeah, nice.
Chest is feeling it a little bit.
So 140 PB was it?
PB.
He's been chasing it for a while.
It's been a long road.
He's mouse-trapped on 137 a few times at 140.
Honestly, I've been at 137.5 for an unbelievable amount of time.
What have you done different then? What's been different? Why have you hit it? Was it just motivation because Ed was here? We got Ed, a new guy who's a powerlifter.
My fueling's been better. My nutrition's been better. And then I think I've also just been like not doing as much running and the other stuff as well.
Not much running?
No.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to do it.
Running's overrated.
I started my deficit on Monday, and then I'm going to start doing like some runs for this High Rocks thing now.
Yeah.
And I was like, I messaged Josh and I was like, I've got to hit it this week, otherwise it's not happening until next year. Yeah.
Gas did the High Rocks first. You wouldn't fancy? Would you ever do a High Rocks?
So I've toyed with it because it looks a bit of fun, but I got a good mate who's done a few, and he's sent me a message. He goes, "Oh mate, do you fancy doing Bilbao High Rocks, and then afterwards going to San Sebastian for a couple of days?" So I would do a High Rocks to have like a holiday at the end of it.
The 50s Foxy, look.
Yeah, he's gone tame there.
Yeah.
The thing is though, it's 18,
I know he's a
reps
freak.
Set, boys.
I know he's a freak, so I know he can do it.
So that'll be 1.
What would have been your bench PB back in the day, Fox?
Bench PB back in the day was...
Bear in mind, I know we don't focus on bench, so it would have just been like a...
My bench PB was 162.
You're probably younger then as well, weren't you? Like you're probably, it's like when you're young 20s, you're full of it, isn't it? And it's...
No,
hang on. You do 6, then 6, then...
Yeah.
Oh.
That changes things.
That's just, Foxy, I'm sticking on a 37.
Well, I was thinking that.
I might have to go down to 20.
I thought it was a fresh
I'm already done here, boys.
Shit the bed. All right. Oh, now it's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, I'll go down to 20s, I think.
It's a whole new ball game.
Yeah, like this is a PB for me.
Sorry, Fox. I thought you meant we did 1 set.
No.
Rest for 2 minutes.
Oh, it's a punky set.
And how many times do we go round? 3 of those?
3 of those.
Oh, now we're talking. Oh, here we go. Yes, Foxy. So we're doing 18 reps on 37. Fuck. Excuse my language.
Oh, bloody hell.
Nice, Foxy.
Set 1.
There he is.
That's good.
There's the Foxy I know. Right. Here we go.
Yeah, I think I did 162.5 once. But like I know Samson Lee did 160, and we were injured at the time. So I was like, I did 150, and I was like, right, I've got 1 rep left of me.
Yeah.
So I just try and get 162 up just to beat him.
Oh, nice.
And he did way more after that, but I was that one time I beat him, and I'll never let him forget it.
Spicy. That is spicy. That's a nice new one there. We can. That's why it's nice though training with different people because you can just mix up what you're doing a bit. And it's different. But it's like that. I'm the same. If I train on my own, if I train with people, I lift 10% heavier when I'm with someone. You just do you just chase it a bit more.
The challenge of training on your own as well is I find really good mentally.
Yeah.
Like, because you're more likely to quit. So I was like, I'm like talking to my inner self, like don't.
I did that on the treadmill the other day. I was on a treadmill and I was like, I set myself a certain target to do a certain amount of just 1K intervals.
Yeah.
And I got to a number. I thought I could just chill out there. That's all right. But I'm like, nah. Like you're doing like you can't do that, and you sort of have these like weird little chats, and nobody knows what's going in your head.
No.
But you are just talking to yourself, and when you do it, then it's great,
Yeah, that's half the challenge of it. Like, yes, you get in the physical, but that mental stimulus as well.
Survived.
That's a nice set. If you looked at the boys who you played with, like starting off, compared to mentality of the boys now? Is there a difference, or is it the same? Like, or is there a difference between boys who are in their 30s now who played? Is it down to like coaches being harder on players back then and they're not so much now, or is there a difference?
I think it was harder when we were coming through.
Physically or mentally, or both?
Both.
Yeah.
I think because of that old school nature when we first started, like earning your stripes and all that, it was, you almost had to put more in.
Yeah.
And
That's gone a bit now, you reckon?
yeah, like society's changed. And I think...
I ask, because you hang around for like 7 years longer than me.
Yeah.
So like, it seemed like there's a lot of change in that 7 years when I went.
Like I remember once where they were like, right, we got to try, you can't shout at the youngsters, you got to encourage. And I was like, hang on now.
I find that strange. Like you wouldn't care, Gas. Like you're the sort of person who strike me as like...
I respond better to that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Like if someone was like, if I was training, someone was
getting into
shouting at me, I'd probably fire me up a bit more.
Yeah, I know.
And as well, what I find is that when you walk on the training field, I'm there to work. That is sick. It's our jobs. You're paid to be there. Like Johnny Sexton was the best at it. When you're on the training field, that's it. You're working. But when you walk off or cross that line, your mates again.
Yeah.
I don't think people today can differentiate it. The boys today think like, right, if John shouts at me on the field, he doesn't like me off the field, and it's not that. And you have to then tiptoe around that a bit. But no, I think it's just different, mate. I think I was really lucky to be involved in the game for so long. It's bound to change over time, and things get different, things get better, and maybe things get worse as well.
Yeah.
What do you find is with the academy? Do you find like what do people most want to get out of it?
I think naturally in the fitness industry, a lot of people, the concept we put up, the best performers always around nutrition. I don't think people understand how to fuel properly. We get quite a lot of position-specific stuff as well. How do I improve like my confidence in contact? So if you've got any nuggets around that.
Confidence in contact.
Yeah, confidence in contact, tackling.
I find it's a hard one to answer.
You struggle with it, don't you?
Because I just like, if you ask that question, you don't want to do contact. So like, I love contact. And I'm like, if you want to get someone that, I'm like a 30 kilo Labrador take you down if he wants to, so just go and gun ho at you. Like, if somebody ran away, this is a bit deep now, I didn't expect to talk about this, but someone ran off with your kid, man, I don't care how big they are, you're getting them down.
Oh yeah.
Because you're motivated to get them down. So I'm like, tackling is a mindset. You can couple it with a bit of technique, but if you want to go in and hurt someone, you're probably going to do it. And if you couple it with technique, you definitely are. So like, I always think if you haven't got the mindset to tackle, I'm like, probably like play 9 or 10 then. You know, like without being rude, like I wouldn't play back row, you know, like
I think
you got to really want it.
So maybe like as a back perspective, like for feeling strong in contact would be like trying to run through a hole as quickly as you can. So you're gaining that momentum firsthand. So instead of thinking, right, I'm going to run straight at you, the opposition, like I'll run as quickly as I can in that hole.
And what happens, happens.
And just to almost take the mind off the contact thing. Saying, right, focus on accelerating into a hole, try not to get tackled or break or not go straight into contact, I don't know.
There's so many steps to it, because it's like an exam, isn't it? So like, if you went in to do a GCSE exam, you've done no prep, you're going to be nervous, you know? But like with contact, and like, well, if you've trained it, not just in the week now, for like a year, if you've trained it like 2 sessions a week for a year, and you've tried to get as strong as you can in the gym, and you keep exercising that, like just naturally your bank will grow. Do you know what I mean? Like you're never going to click your fingers and be confident to tackle, but you just got to build up all the necessary things to get there, just like an exam. Like you've got to prepare.
I remember when you'd be injured with Wales, you'd remember, and
injured, you say?
When you were injured and you were coming back, and your return to play protocol was done with Dan Barr.
Jesus! I remember. Oh my God!
So like he was the biggest, stronger than any rugby player you were forced, and he'd wear a weighted vest, and he'd be, right, I want you to hit me. And then you think, right, I'm hitting a coach. I know he's like twice the size of me, but I don't want to hit him too hard. And he'd be like, don't be a pussy, hit me. And I was like, oh shit. And it'd be like hitting a brick wall.
Do you know, I remember I was like 20, and I didn't know much about Dan's mindset when I was this young, and I was doing like, we did this thing while I was a 7 on the side of a scrum, just me and him, we just simulated it, and he was an umbrella, I was coming back from shoulder up, so he goes, right, I'm gonna come to the side, and Di Young was watching. She obviously knew what was coming, but I didn't know what was coming. So Dan picked up and he ran as an embrace, and I come off and I whacked him, and I was on top of him, and I remember thinking, fucking, don't know what the boy's on about. So Dan goes, I'm gonna go a little bit harder now, and I'm gonna come at you. I was like, oh yeah, fine, good, let's have a go, you know? And I was like a little bit like lifting strong and that. I swear to God, like to say Gassie's Dan. He goes, ready? So he come round, he ran, mate, I hit him, and everyone started laughing. I just did the proper, folded back. And I remember getting up, he said, I told you I was going hard. I was like, that's one of the most powerful guys I've ever had to deal with. He was insane.
Before we went to Australia in 2012, I had a groin issue. I had an op after the tour, and I didn't feel strong in jackal or in contact situations, like over the ball. So I was like, right, I need to do some work on like people like pulling me out and just feeling strong. So he was then like, when we could croc roll, he'd be just croc rolling me, literally. I'd be in the air, like flying.
He was a national collegiate wrestler, by the way, in Canada. So like he was.
Was that his background?
He was, and he was powerful, and he was probably the most. He sent me a video actually a few years ago, and he had 200 kilo on the bench press unspotted, just like. Yeah, it was just insane, like genetic freak.
Nice.
But you know, if you keep doing the same thing, I saw something talking, you keep doing the same thing, you're going to probably get similar results, you know? Yeah. It's nice to sort of mix up. I'll probably chase this for a bit now, and I'll do this for
I know, I was thinking the same.
Because as well, they talk about like increasing strength or maintaining strength, a certain number of sets or volumes throughout the week. And I just find this is a good way of getting quickly a good amount of volume.
Yep.
Yeah.
My academy fitness coach and physio were Alex Walters, who was the Lions head of performance. And John Miles was the Lions physio. Mark Bennett as well, the head of academy. He did some coaching with me on it. And just naturally, and that was like the only thing in my last year, pretty much. That and bench were like the only things I was like better than everyone else at.
Just hanging on to
So we had the board.
What was it you cleaned?
Best ever, 155.
Bear in mind now, right? This is
that power as well, not squat?
Power clean, yeah.
Oh.
The thing is, right, because like we were coached it, but if you actually did it properly, because you're doing a 155, but you're not catching it like these boys are.
No,
pros, and you're probably still catching it up here. So you're pulling it so high, you know what I mean? Like,
it's ridiculous power.
So like if you're a pro, that would probably equate to chuck a lot more weight on it if you could catch deeper. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause you only have to pull it to there, the sort of pros, don't they?
We just couldn't get that low.
No, we can't,
Something like I just enjoyed training. And like working on the tech. You kind of know then, and you know, when you've got...
It's a fun one to chase, isn't it, that one? You feel strong and powerful on a power clean, don't you?
Yeah,
you do
but
it.
it's a big exercise. It's a total body lift, and sometimes you don't feel like doing... Like you'd walk in and you see, because I was good at it, my starting weight would be like 150 and 120. I'd be like, I haven't got that in me today. And like, but then like, you never know, a bit of music, bit of competition, you see one of the young kids
20 minutes
start,
in, then you get
like, all right, I'm going to show you.
When did you realise you were a bit like, because you are genetically quite different to the other lads, when did you realise, like what age were you when you thought, shit, I could actually have a career with this. I'm a lot better than the lads around me, you know, physically and size-wise.
My time in the academy, I just seemed to like progress really quickly. Like from joining it and having like great coaching, just seeing that like I was just, and probably it was more of a blessing in disguise. When I tore my ACL, that period, it did get my body ready for men's rugby. I just turned 18. Great work, guys. I just turned 18, and I just seen huge gains from it. I always had to have the joke, and we'd have drug testers in training. Like if my name would be popped up, I'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna get banned." You're gonna get banned because everyone thought I was on like steroids and stuff.
You were a good pro, though. This is the thing, right? So like you would have done. I say this when people see like a 20-year-old if they rock up at an international stage. I'm like, yeah, but it might look like an overnight success story, but that guy's been training, lifting weight for 4 years when no one else at 16 decided to do the same thing. You know, it's just that.
Well, everyone says like sacrifices, and for me it was like I didn't want it to sound like it was like a negative, because if you feel like you're sacrificing something to do something,
you don't want to do it.
I always said it was a choice of mine. Because if you're choosing to do it, you're more passionate about it. You're not going to fall into like a negative mindset.
That's such a nice mindset.
So I was always like, right, I made choices. I didn't go to like, I don't know, going out when I was 18 on a Saturday because it was national training night on the Sunday.
Yeah.
But it was a choice of mine to do that. Take it off, and you're just trying to keep the core tight and pressing overhead.
Oh, lovely.
So yeah, 40.
All right, happy. Yeah, let's go for that. What's you are now, Fox? 98
What's that?
kilos, body weight.
Now?
Yeah, what are you now?
Oh, 94 now.
94?
Shredded.
Yeah,
Mate,
like,
you are not 94. I can't believe that.
You're gonna make him weigh in here.
I'm gonna have to make him weigh in. That's
Can't
wild.
believe it.
He looks 104.
like I find like doing that with gets your core in as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So like if you don't have much time,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of exercises that I can like.
We always try and do that as well, don't we? Like, just a big core exercise.
Yeah, how'd you kill two birds in one stone?
So you do the running now, Warby.
I do running, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What would be your cardio session now?
So I do two types of running sessions. I probably do it once a week. So I alternate every other week. I'll do like maybe like 5 or 6 1K intervals at a pace which is faster than if I went on a straight 5K run.
Yeah.
So like maybe like if I went for a 5K run now, if I held the 5-minute kilometers, I'd finish that 5K run and it'd be a hell of a blow. So I'm probably like trying to hold on to like 4:30s.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For a kilometer, rest for 2 minutes, and then I'll do that maybe 5 or 6 times. Or I'll just do like a K warm up.
Yeah.
Then I do like 20 minutes, 30 on, 30 off, at like quite a high one then. And I'll just do another K just to finish me off. So like it's 30 minutes all in. I just trying to think, well, how can I be time efficient?
Yeah.
Spike my heart rate to 80%. Do you know what I mean? But so I'm really pushing it, but it's not too time consuming, you know?
Yeah. I haven't run much at all.
Yeah, but if you're doing like all the hard walking you're doing, that's good CV and good for your heart anyway.
Oh mate, you find that you burn so much energy doing it.
Yeah.
Like when we did base camp, we said we'd be burning like 6,000 calories a day. And then the food wasn't that great.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And a lot of people struggled with the food because it wasn't the best. But
Was it all tinned?
Huh?
Was it all canned?
Well, no, it was relatively fresh, but it would be veggie, strictly veggie.
Yeah.
Lots of omelette.
So I'd be paranoid about my protein intake. I'd be like, shit, we're only on like 80 grams, it's 4 o'clock. I need my 200 grams, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like you have to park that.
Yeah, I know.
And you get used to that when you're back. But no, it would be dal bhat, which would be like Nepalese curry with like loads of little side dishes you get. But then you might have like a dodgy belly after some of it.
Yeah. Did
You got nice on a hike.
Oh, yeah.
There must have been a day or two where you're a little bit loose and
You have your toilet roll in your backpack, or you just don't know where you're going to eat.
loads of wildies just in there.
Some of the most scenic spots.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, scenic shite, mate.
At altitude, like. Yeah. But no, it's but yeah, that when we get out and hike and stuff as a family, it's always good cardio. That where we live, and like we'll walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Like even go into the shops.
It's
I'll
best,
walk into town, get food.
Yeah.
Then I've got like
way.
a farmer's carry all the way over. The boy's like, oh, how are you lean and all this? And it's probably just walk more than it.
Really
You know what you're
high
eating though,
activity
is-
factor.
You know what you're eating though as well, don't you? Like,
But I've never tracked a day's calories.
I
once,
know.
Never.
that's mad, that.
Just,
I suppose I don't.
insane.
I reckon I've done it properly for like a month.
No, I've never.
Other than that, I'm just quite intuitive. I know roughly what ballpark I'm in.
I reckon I'll know what I'll eat. I wouldn't know exact calories, but I think I'll know what I need.
But you know when you're being a greedy bastard and when you
Yeah.
just stop eating, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I was probably like, but I wasn't at my leanest then. I was probably like,
Yeah.
overall, like all of us were in great shape going
Yeah,
to that World
everyone
Cup.
was, to be fair,
Like we
yeah.
were so fit. I remember that first warm-up game against England. I was worried that, first game of the season, you're normally going to be blowing. Oh my God, this is an international against England. How am I going to survive? And they came out and they blitzed us to start with. But like we lost the game, but we were finishing so strong.
Yeah.
And we took huge amount of confidence from that.
So we won the week after then, if you remember.
Won the week after, beat Argentina, and then it was just like
snowballs from there.
Snowball from there then.
That whole team that you boys were in were just like in the most mental nick.
We did
The
pride
whole
ourselves.
team.
I think there was a lot of pride in that though, wasn't it? We probably didn't realise at the time, but like, it's impossible to know what other teams are doing. But we actually believed though that we were doing the hardest stuff, which is a pretty powerful thing in itself, you know. But.
And I think being in Spala in Poland, like the nutrition there the first time was horrible. And like I think the fact that we were all there together, working hard, it brought us together as a squad. And again, I think that's really strong and powerful when your group is tight like that. So we were lucky almost. Rugby players care a lot about what they eat. And when it's so bad and we're all moaning together, I think it brought us all together.
When you go through a shit time together, that's the best way of bringing you together, really.
By the end of it, we were making, laughing and joking about it.
Because you have to.
Yeah.
When did you get injured? Was it a warm-up or before?
No, it was at Claremont, end of that season.
I kind of forget we went to that World Cup without you,
Yeah, so I did it in May. And we looked at maybe just rehabbing it, just getting through the World Cup and then getting it done afterwards.
So that's actually a question, another one. I remember coming through the Q&A box. Gas, you'll probably see it now.
I've got them up now, yeah.
How to deal with setbacks, not getting picked and injury, and how to improve. How did you find that, getting injured? Because I think it's a big one when you're young, isn't it? You get injured, you think your world's over. But I guess like that's a big one, ACL pre-World Cup. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was tough as well. But I think you get better at dealing with it after going through it.
Yeah.
When I was 18, getting told you're having your ACL done.
Oh, world's over.
When you're like, your career's just starting. But for me, I just saw it as another good challenge.
Yeah.
I accepted like that. I always saw it like a lot of boys, I think, when they're off injured, they're like, oh, I'm off. I'm not playing anymore until I'm fit. I saw my job then was to get fit. You know, not missing the World Cup was tough. But I remember after 2019 World Cup, I had microfracture surgery in my knee. And Prav said, like, look, if you don't get this rehab right, it'll end your career. And I had to keep my legs straight for 12 weeks. Couldn't bend it. Couldn't bend it. Changed my diet. Spoke with John at PAS. Changed my whole diet. No inflammatory foods. Didn't touch alcohol for 3-4 months.
So what did you classify as inflammatory foods, like processed stuff?
Processed. It was like no red meat at that time.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and like we used it was like a Mediterranean diet I followed.
Oh, right, yeah.
You know, I got great rewards because when I got it rescanned at 12 weeks, I had good healing.
Oh, nice.
Like the surgery went well, it worked. Because normally when you have like, say you have your shoulder repaired, it happens in surgery and it's done, it's fixed. You just got to rehab it. With this microfracture procedure, I had the procedure and then I had to wait to see if it would work.
Yeah.
So I did everything I possibly could then to get in a good position. And touch wood, like today, it's still pretty good, no dramas.
Do you know, I smile because like a similar thing. So I had my nose done because I couldn't breathe through it.
Yeah.
So they had to take it back, drill through 2 new holes because my airways were just gone.
Yeah.
So my sister loves it now, I don't snore. It's great, like I'm back to normal. But anyway, I come back and he went to see me like 2 weeks later and I was meant to have like massive panda black eyes. But I was doing what you did. I was like fruit and veggie like hell.
Yeah.
I was so freaking clean for those 2 weeks. Just I wanted that healing process to like, rather than sit down and be like pizzas and just shitty comfort food, I was like just filling myself with just like antioxidants and good stuff, just to heal.
It's that the habits you had probably from your playing career, going into like, right, I need to get healthy. It's a challenge, boom, I've got to do everything I can. And I think that's one of like the benefits of playing team sport or elite level support, that when you start your next career or in your life, you're very disciplined. You can be really disciplined.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's
very true.
Like you said, like once you have that surgery, you're right, this is how I'm going to get better.
Like I say, how long did it take for people to lose the cast in this? And they'd say, 3-4 weeks. And I was like, well, in my head, I'll do it in 2.
Probably touched on it a bit then, Foxy, but another question we just had from one of our followers was, what was the hardest part of being a pro rugby player?
Definitely injuries. Yeah, probably injuries. when you reflect back on it, how much you ask the people around you to give up as well. Yeah. Like, you have to be really selfish to perform at that elite level, and having like your family, people who love you, you care about so much as well. Understanding that.
Yeah.
But when you look back, like what my parents did for me, what my wife did for me, in terms of supporting me, and like having patience.
Yeah.
Because I was probably anal about it in the way I trained, and making sure that I would do things right. I'd always, put myself first. And at the time, you don't think much about it. But when you look back on it, then you understand like the people that, you've asked, they've been a part of it as well. It's not just you, it's like all the people around you as well. But definitely injuries in the moment are the hardest part.
Yeah. That's probably something that doesn't get
touched on as much as kind
the sacrifice of other people as well. You don't hear many people talk about
Yeah, because like they don't want to be sitting in the stands in the pissing down rain and like in a cold winter's night, or deal with you when you're annoyed as you lost or didn't perform or whatnot. And a lot of people take their work home, but with elite sport, it's a lifestyle, and at the moment, it gives you everything. I'm very grateful for what rugby gave me, but as well, it does have its pound of flesh as well.
Yeah, of course.
In terms of like people around you. Having the right people around you support you just makes it so much easier as well. Because that's then, when you have the good moments, that's who you celebrate with. Like it was always team mentality. Like I'd love people. I got 96 caps for Wales. People were like, 4 more. I was like, it was never really about individual stuff.
It doesn't make a difference to your reputation.
I'd give 30 caps back to win another Grand Slam.
Yeah, I know.
Because those moments after games, in the change rooms, with the boys, that's what rugby's about. That's a team sport. I was never really in it for an individual gain. For me, that was always the important thing, having like the boys, your family around you when times were good.
I got one, Fox. I went to get my phone for some more Q&As. It's almost like social media keeps certain things alive, and one thing it's definitely kept alive is your handoffs. So like a couple of them come in, one said handoff tips, and the other one was, what's your favourite handoff? So you've always got like a good reputation for that. What would be your...
Got some good picks, that's for sure.
We've used them a couple of times. What would be like your favourite? You probably don't realise at the time, you probably watch it back and go, oh, that was a good one.
Yeah.
What was your favourite one?
I think probably the one that gets... So the Johnny Sexton one, because Johnny told me whenever Wales would be playing Ireland, Joe Schmidt, before a team meeting, would show that clip on repeat to wind Johnny up. So I enjoyed that story. Yeah. But for me personally, it was the one against New Zealand.
Yeah, 17.
That was a beast of a
because I was just, I caught the ball in between my legs, and it was just more of a reaction. Yeah. And I always had a good handoff from a young age.
What do you put that down to? Just like strength?
I was strong in the bench, but I was powerful, I was quick.
Yeah, power.
And for me, the handoff, people think that when you hand off, it's like you're handing off here at your longest point. Yeah. But for me, it was always about like here, that's where my hand is going to be.
Yeah.
So I'd always look
through.
To push through.
Yeah.
So if I was making contact here, my arm wanted to be straight there, because that's where you get the push.
Yeah.
So if I'm running here, you can then, my balance isn't strong. But if I'm there and pushing through, I'm pushing the force through then. Yeah. So that was like how I practice. I'd always try and
you did practice it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have like coaches that have pads here, and I just constantly try and work, not like a punch, but just get the speed.
So see, I wouldn't see these things, because like obviously forwards and backs would do different units. But when you finish team sessions, you go off and do whatever. So I'm not looking across at, what individuals is Foxy doing? I'm just like doing my own individual. So I don't see what individuals people are doing.
And I always try and make it like quick, because people knew I had a good handoff. They were almost looking for it. So Sean Edwards had a trait that if you're on a defence, you'd go like inside arm cocked, and then you're tackling with the outside arm. So if you came to hand off me with, say you're running down this way, but your hand was always ready to slap it down. So if you could see someone like holding it out,
I can recall you doing that.
You
Yeah.
can get ready for it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, right, I got to be able to go from here, 2 hands on the ball, to there. So I just try and get quick transfers.
Yeah, just that transfers. Yeah, good shout.
So you were saying earlier, you reckon one of the reasons you got the 140 was because of your nutrition as well? What changes did you make?
So actually our new coach, Ed, who's come in, he's shit hot with nutrition.
Yeah.
And just understands like carbs a lot and like when to utilize them. So he's got me on 4 meals a day. One's breakfast, first thing in the morning, which is like overnight oats. And then I've got like a pre-training, post-training, then a dinner and like snacks if I need
He's
them.
like a competitive natural bodybuilder, so he's real dialed on.
So he's really good on the fueling, and because he's been on such low calories for so long, he has to be really strategic with where he uses his carbs for training. So I think just having more insight and education around when to utilize carbs, like for pre-workout to get the energy, and then obviously post-workout to repair. I think it's been quite a good change. Got anything else that's like Everest lined up then? Any more feats?
I'll be doing this August next year, Kilimanjaro.
Nice.
So yeah, doing it with Evertrek again. And so this year, highest peak in Africa next year. So I look forward to that.
Nice, you got the bug. What would be that one moment you could relive? Crystal ball, go back to it. One moment you could relive in your whole career.
Like the Lions is the ultimate, but I think either one of the Grand Slams or playing with my brother.
Yeah.
Probably playing with my brother.
Yeah.
Like I remember, like we're really tight, but like we don't show each other much love.
Yeah.
And like just before we go out the change rooms down the tunnel, we hadn't spoken about it. I just go to him, I said, I know you probably don't want to do it, but I think we best stand next to each other when we sing the anthem. I don't think Mum will like forgive us if we don't.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, better I'd. Like that. I was like, okay, fine. But it was
But
one
in
of those
hindsight
where,
now, yeah.
yeah, and it was just one of
That
those where
picture.
we probably didn't want to talk about it, but we understood like how much it meant to everyone else then.
I can totally get it, because like on a much lesser scale, I mean, when Ben, like nothing like playing for Wales together with you, but he was physio at Cardiff, and we obviously grown up together, twins and that, and he didn't make it, I did, and I always felt a bit bad about that. But he came in as a physio for Cardiff. I remember, never forget the first game he did. But just having him in the dressing room and just being able to like give each other a thumbs up or a nod or whatever, because we always like your brothers, but no, like we trained with each other from like 14 and every night in the garage, like you're living it together, and like, but to have him in a dressing room I thought was amazing for me. So I see like that example, or you see the Curry brothers or something, like, oh, that must be so special to have a brother on the field, like, because it's so rare.
Like, you know, before a game, everyone high-fives each other, good luck, good luck. Like, we didn't even need to say anything.
Nah, yeah.
You just know, it's that like
I can imagine, yeah.
sibling connection.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yes.
yeah, like, we knew what was expected of each other.
Yeah.
Like, I had high standards of him and he had high standards of me, and it was just one of them, just a look, and that was enough.
See, my brother's the only one who, like, I don't know about you, like, he could just like call me out straight as hell. Like, and my family find it awkward if they need to address something with someone.
Yeah.
So say like somebody needs to speak to Ben about something, I'm like, I'll do it. Or if, same with me, and like, so we can't offend each other. Because if there was an offensive thing, like, Ben would tell me straight. He'd go like, no offense, that game. He's like, fuck you, like, whatever. He'd tell me, he knows rugby. So I was like, he was right. I was like, shit, yeah, but when it's your brother, it's really, I don't know, in our relationship, it was never offensive, because it was always meant in a way to improve, do you know what I mean?
Your emotions might get you at the start.
Yeah.
You're like, hang on. And then you'd be like,
actually,
okay.
The honesty is what I needed. Yeah, I
needed
know.
that.
Yeah, exactly, it is.
Incline curls, bigger range of motions, get a full contraction, I think it's called, is it? Oh.
So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
If you train your muscles at extended length, it's apparently better for hypertrophy gains, so we like it.
We want hypertrophy in our arms.
Well, what weight are you looking at, Fox? 12s maybe?
Yeah, 12s. Yeah. Oh,
I know.
You got the left, the right's the bigger one.
That's it.
I'm joking.
That's That's going in the promo reel, that bit.
This is John Ashby's special. Pray to the tricep gods, he called it. I don't know whether he's taking the piss or not.
Oh, we'll keep it.
But nice and long, nice and close here, elbows in tight. Pushing up like that.
There she is. All right. Big thanks to John for coming in. That was John's session. Feel free to give it a go. We popped it up in the description below. Anything else you want to see, drop it in the comments. But Foxy, thank you very much.
Pleasure, mate. Thanks for having me.
No worries.